I'm gonna have to throw in a little upper lippy pillar. Zinny, zin, zin, how's your mother doing? For this video. Mark Coleman, dude, have you guys seen that story? I've been following Mark Coleman for a while now. As a matter of fact, it's interesting because I've been a UFC nerd for a long time. And it wasn't until Mark Coleman actually got on social media that I was reminded of the first heavyweight champion of the company. And man, this story is it's pretty gut-wrenching. It's really sad. But before we get into the video, leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. But also, I'm going to give a shout out to the MMA Hour. Ariel Hawani did a great job prepping people who don't know who Mark Coleman is. And we're going to cut to that video right now.
Breaking news stuff. I did want to talk very briefly about Mark Coleman. By now, you probably have seen the news regarding Mark Coleman. It's been all over social media. And I want to just read so I have all the details correct. It's been reported on multiple outlets, including CNN and very mainstream and traditional outlets, that Mark Coleman, the former UFC heavyweight champion, according to his daughter on Instagram, is, quote, battling for his life at the moment. This is, I mean, absolutely awful news. This is from his daughter. I'm reading this right now. As many know, our dad was involved in a house fire early this morning, along with his parents and beloved dog, Hammer. Of course, that was his nickname when he was a fighter and still is his nickname. He managed to get both of his parents out of the house, but despite his best efforts, was not able to save Hammer, unfortunately. He was life flighted to the hospital where he's currently battling for his life after this heroic act. Our father has always been our hero and means the world to us. He is and always will be a fighter, the strongest and bravest man I know. Please continue to pray for him and our family during this extremely difficult time. We will miss our sweet Hammer so deeply. Thank you for all the love and support. Hammer House for life. Very hard to read. Mark Coleman is an inspiration and a pioneer and a trailblazer and one of the greatest fighters of all time, and has really turned his life around as of late. If you follow him on social media, you will know that he's talked openly about his battles with depression and substance abuse, and appeared to be in amazing shape and in great spirits, and has cornered the likes of Matt Brown and many others, and really was, in many respects, like one of the true founding fathers of mixed martial arts.
Yeah, now you got a little idea of who Mark Coleman is and what he means to the MMA community, and it's just baffling. You know, I always said there's two types of people, and you find out what person you are when shit hits the fan, right? When there's chaos, when there's tragedy, when something big comes up, you got the dude that doesn't even think about shit and goes straight into the fire, quite literally. And then you got the cat that tucks his tail and freezes up like a deer in headlights. We all know at this stage in the game who Mark Coleman is. The guy was a legend before he did this. And you know what? In hindsight, I am not surprised that he went back into that fire multiple times and almost saved the day. It is, I mean, he saved the day for the humans, but unfortunately his dog Hammer didn't make it, and we found that news out today, and that's why I'm able to sort of throw this content on this channel, because obviously this is a dog related channel. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to talk about Mark Coleman, because I was a big fan of his before all this happened, but now, I mean, I just can't say enough good things about the guy. I wish his family the best. I wish him healing, you know, in every way possible. My dog is an absolute goof. That's Rosie, if you don't know who she is. But what a legend, what a man. Very sad. I don't think there's been any more information to come out as far as, you know, how the damn fire started to begin with. But man, it's very tragic. You know, I saw videos with him and his dog. Like, I follow him on Instagram, Mark Coleman UFC. I think that's what his name is. So Mark Coleman, dude, thank you for being who you are. Thank you for being a man's man, for saving the day. I can't imagine, you know, what he's going through, like, in every way possible. But if he had lost his parents on top of losing his dog, I mean, what would that do to a man? You know? Anyway, let me know if you guys heard the story in the comments. If you haven't, go check. All you got to do is type it on YouTube, Mark Coleman UFC, and you're going to be able to see the whole entire story. But man, what a hero. Actually, the last little bit of news, I saw that he was in a coma and he came out of the coma, and there was a video of him floating around of the first time he saw his people. And as a matter of fact, to close this video out, I'm just going to go ahead and post that for you so you can at least have some kind of good feeling about this.
I'm the happiest man in the world. I swear to God, I'm so lucky. I can't believe my parents are alive. You should be here. I had to make a decision once. Because I got out of my room and went to the door and it was already horrible. I couldn't breathe. I almost had to go outside. And I went back and got him. I can't believe it. I got him, but I couldn't find the hammer.